Teenage boy lived with his sick mother in a tiny apartment. Every single morning before school he worked at a grocery store just to buy her medicine. While other kids enjoyed their teenage years, he spent his days carrying boxes, cleaning floors, and rushing back home to take care of his mother. One day his teacher announced a national scholarship exam. The winner would get enough money to study abroad and completely change their future forever. The boy knew this was his only chance to escape poverty. So every night after work he studied for hours beside his mother's hospital bed. He barely slept, but he never gave up. Weeks later the results finally came out, and he ranked #1 in the entire country. Everyone celebrated him. Teachers called him a genius. Friends said his life was about to change forever. For the first time in years the boy smiled with hope in his eyes. But that same night his mother suddenly collapsed. He rushed her to the hospital terrified. After hours of waiting the doctor walked out and said she needs emergency surgery immediately or she won't survive. The boy froze when he heard the cost of the surgery. It was exactly the same amount as his scholarship money. That night he sat alone in the hospital hallway staring at the check in his hands. On one side was his dream, and on the other side was his mother's life. The next morning, without telling anyone, he signed away his scholarship and paid for the surgery. Months passed. His classmates left for famous universities while he stayed behind working double shifts at the grocery store. Again his hands became rough, his eyes tired, but every evening when he returned home and saw his mother smiling again, he knew he made the right choice. One rainy evening, an old man walked into the store and recognized him from the news. He looked at the boy carefully and asked, "Are you the one who gave up his future to save his mother?"